What's going on, Aquarius? Welcome to your bonus reading. This goes out to your sun, moon, and rising, singles, couples, men and women. Cross watchers are welcome. While I was shuffling, the death popped up. And I took a second to meditate on that. I even had a powwow with a guide of it's time for deep emotional healing. Like we're talking deep, soul shakingly deep. A lot of cycles that we as Aquarians go through are about to leave. Call this a time of transition. Quite a few might operate in their shadow side for a few days. Is there anything wrong with that? No, not really. The shadow is what it is, the shadow. And as I always like to say, too much time in the shadow can reap ugly rewards, and too much time in the light can reap an ugly ego. So balance is key. But if you don't feel like balancing during this deep emotional shift, I really don't think the universe is even going to be mad at you. Hell, I'm not. They say it's good to transmute everything from negative to positive, from dark to light. God forbid you have a day. I'm really picking up that the universe is going to want you to sit in this for a little bit. Not so much of a stew in your own juices, but the more you sit in this and the more you allow those emotions to flow through you, to feel it, to bring it into your core, the more you're going to realize that you don't want those emotions to act the way that they are. The more you flow with it, the more you will say, okay, I see why I am in this phase. And I see that even though I felt that this was okay on a conscious level, on a subconscious, it's not. So sit within it for a little bit. For those into numerology, the number 10. And after you're finished sitting in it, you will have the Ace of Cups. This is going to be a serious renewal. This is going to be a revamp. This is going to be a healing. This is going to be, through your emotions, for those who resonate with this, gentlemen, through going through this very dark night of the soul, for not even the dark night, but for going through this transition, for going through what it is that you are going through, you will find the masculine within yourself. Now, the reason I say that is because if you look at the Ace of Cups, you see the sun. I don't know if you can see the sun, but that shiny place in the back is the sun. Maybe someone has a lot of sun and water in their chart. But I am sensing for the gentlemen that go through this, it's not so much about the chart. It's about the fact that you're going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff. You're going to be transitioning through quite a bit, that when it's all said and done, you're going to just embrace who you are. Ladies, you're also going to gain a deeper understanding of the masculine energy in your life, as well as within you. And I'm hearing that you'll gain a deeper understanding of how the masculine in the celestial, your God, so forth and so on, the guides that are of a, that were gentlemen, you're going to understand them on a much deeper level. And gentlemen, same with you towards the feminine energies within self. A lot of men don't really get the chance to wade through these emotions and to really work through them. I don't mean sitting up, bro, and, crying or anything like that. But if you do have to cry once in a while, it's perfectly fine. I don't mean it in a way where you're sitting there like it's never going to get any better. I mean on the aspect of, processing through these emotions and saying, you know what? Wow, I can work through this and my emotions can actually benefit me as a human being growing. So I do not advise, I'm not saying that you do, brothers, but I do not advise holding this emotion in. And I don't mean in a way of going with inside to, flow through it or going with inside to understand it. I don't mean like that. Allow it to merge. I'm going to leave it like that. Allow it to merge. Allow this deep ocean of emotional, everything that you're about to go in. That's all you. The good, the bad, the so-called ugly. That's all you. Even if you consider it a beautiful mess, or if you consider it a chaotic mess. You're going to learn quite a bit about yourself during this phase, and that goes out to men and women. I saw the star card, so I'll just say, make a wish. I'm just going to start saying that when I see the star card. This is really going to put quite a few of you on the path to the Ten of Pentacles. Pent-up emotions can equal pent-up blockages. Pent-up energetic blockages can stop the flow of manifestation in your life. Even on a simple mundane level, we see what happens to a person when they hold everything inside. We see how they age prematurely, acne, disruptive sleep patterns. It can drive you to a part in your life that you don't want to be in. But by going through this transition, by going through these shifts and coming out new with the Ace of Cups, that's going to open your energy centers up for this or up to this. I am hearing though that if you're really trying to get your feet into the manifestation plane and start to anchor that good energy in, pick a mantra of manifestation. Pick your own. Make one up. But I would suggest just getting behind one just to get your feet wet. If you're already past that, awesome. But when you align yourself to that, you start to bring that in. So this transition is going to lead you down this very interesting and slightly at times chaotic road. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm resonating with some of this too because I'm starting to go into it my damn self. But I understand that every time I go into it or I go deeper into it, I come out at the end of the day with an understanding of myself. I feel a bit more whole and a bit more complete. And that's something that we're all trying to accomplish, right? To feel whole, to be complete, to understand and to know thyself. There is prosperity in healing and transitions and shifts and working through this. But I can't lie to you, a lot of it will suck. It's not all bells and whistles, and you know that. So let's wrap this up. Wow, only 3 cards today. This is crazy. I didn't expect the message to be that long per card. Wow. Sorry about that, guys and gals. I apologize. So not only do we have the Ten of Pentacles, But we also have the Ten of Cups. So there is emotional fulfillment by going through this transition, through these phases. You might even feel that you're drowning at times. You might even feel that, you're drowning in your own Ace of Cups or your own, as I like to say, the scorpionic death. But the emotional and the physical abundance is great. Now, it's going to take certain people longer times to get through it. Each of us are different. Some of us have, traumas that we're working through. Some of us just have thought processes that we are trying to remove from our lives, old, outdated belief systems that really get to us on a very deep emotional level. But one day at a time. Don't think that you have to go through this every 5 minutes of the day. You could take a break. In fact, make sure you do take a break. Make sure you spend time for mundane activities as well, because that is also very important to your growth as a human being, which then connects to the spiritual growth and a deeper understanding of self and what is around you. All right. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe, and join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon Tarot family. And make sure you hit that bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go pray for 3 hours because I'm looking at this like, well, this is going to suck. But it's going to do us well. It's going to get us through it. And that's something that we need. All right. So let's embrace that shadow, balance it on out. Hopefully not drown in our own Ace of Cups and make it to the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. All right. Peace.